Hi folks, it's Jonathan here from WP Foodie School, and I want to follow on with the email marketing series here about how to add forms to your blog so that people can send a recipe to their inbox. And I want to explain how the forms work, and I just quickly go over why we're doing this, because there's two types of emails that come from WordPress websites, and that's marketing emails and transactional emails. And these forms are working with transactional emails, and they're the emails that you get from contact forms. And if you're running something like WooCommerce, your people, when people buy your products, they're going to get the order information, emails, etc. Their product product details, purchase details, and all that stuff. So that's the thing. Those are transactional emails, and if you are running a service like MailerLite or ConvertKit or MailChimp, those are marketing emails. They're totally different. They work different ways, and I'm going to show you now how to set up the transactional emails the proper way. You might already be doing this. If you already have an SMTP plugin installed, you don't need this. Everything is fine, probably working okay. If it's not, please get in touch. I can set this up for you. But yeah, so if you don't have an SMTP plugin, like I think one is called WP Forms have on an SMTP plugin, but there's a newer one which is more popular, and it's Fluent SMTP, and that's the one that I'm going to be using here. And the thing is that you could be already sending emails from your site, but they're not actually using, for the transactional emails, they're actually using what's called a PHP function on the server. So they're actually sending the emails from the server, not using the SMTP service. And the problem with that is, folks, it's not reliable, and you want this working properly. You want it to be reliable. This plugin works in such a way that when somebody fills out the form and puts in their details, that it goes the normal route to the server. The old way that I'm saying is unreliable. And the SMTP plugin intercepts the message and then sends it through the routing with the Brevo system that we're using here, is how that works. So that's it, folks. So the thing to remember is, don't get confused. They're two totally different things. This is contact forms we're dealing with here for email notifications, and marketing is high volume automations there. You can see it on the screen here: create landing pages, sign up forms for automations, and also that's totally different. So here we are, like that. When somebody fills out the form here, and we will put in our email address, and we consent to having our data stored, and we get the nice confirmation message there. Okay, so that's what I'm on about. When we go over here, it'll be here in a minute, but just keep the tutorial moving. It should be there in a second. But there's what's coming, folks, that we're going to have a personalized message from me, WP Foodie School. Hi, Jono, I got your buy my book recipe for you. And there we have it. We have a nice personalized message there. I just want to point out as well that, yeah, these confirmations are done in Fluent Forms, looking really nice. So over, I'll be covering that in the other tutorials, but this is just, I want to concentrate here on these transactional emails. So that's how that works. Somebody fills out the form, you get the notifications. So what we want to do is cover that now. And so I'm using the Brevo service, and the really cool thing about this is, folks, when we go over to, they have lots of different products that we're just going to ignore all that. We're going to get straight to transactional email here, and we can send 300 emails a day from those forms, and then like 20,000 emails for only €10 a month, folks. Like, if you're getting, what's that? That's it'd be about 800 a day, wouldn't it? No, it'd be about 700 a day. Is 30. Yeah, it would be. So Yeah, like it's so inexpensive and such great value, folks. And I've been talking to them in support, and they were just instant in support and everything. These guys are a huge company, folks, international company, like so you have no problems there. But yes, so that's what you can do. You need to create an account with them, and so we go over here and you're in the dashboard. Then you need to go up to the top right, and we need to go down to API, and we need to go here to API, and we need to create an AIP key, and we will call it Fluent Forms. It doesn't matter what you call it, but it's best to call it something descriptive like that, so you'll remember what it is. Or if somebody else is working on the site and they're in here, they'll know what it is. So we want to generate that. And folks, for security reasons, they'll only show you this API key once, okay? So you want to copy it to your clipboard, and you might want to put it into a text document on your computer and save it in a folder, call it security credentials or something, that you put it somewhere safe that you won't lose it. So we have the IP key now. So we want to go back to our site. And so we've installed Fluent Forms, and we need to go down to SMTP, and we need to install and activate Fluent SMTP. And folks, this is a free plugin by the same company that make Fluent Forms, Fluent CRM. They have lots of stuff. So we have lots of different options here for sending these emails. And so Brevo seems to be one of the popular ones. And so we need to, they actually have the old name there. They used to be called Send in Blue, actually, and a lot of people probably remember them, actually, talked about them in the food blogger groups. But yes, so our key is there, and I need to go back now and send her details, actually, because I want to go back and just show you something that we need there. So the AIP key is there, so we need to close this. And we need to go back here to senders and domains. And you see, we need to add a sender. And so this is all for the regulations now. So we're putting in Jonathan WP Foodie School. And actually we can't use Gmail or Yahoo here now, so it has to be actually, with Namecheap, you can create a mailbox with Namecheap for only like $10 a year, I think it is. That's who I host my private email addresses with. So it'll be Jonathan at WP Foodie School.com, and so I just want that there. I'll copy that. I want to save that now. So it's giving me a warning there that one of them's not compliant. So I'll just, that's why, because I have Ireland exposed there, and that's exactly what I'm on about. That's why the warnings are there. That was just testing stuff and everything. I haven't set it up properly yet. So we have that there now. So it'll be the from email is there, and the from name. So it was Jonathan at, you see folks, that comes up here. That's why it says here Jonathan at WP Foodie School, and that's what people recommend, that you use your first name and the business name after it like that. So that's the reason for that. We're there now. So I want to go from name. Oh sugar, it just didn't copy and paste properly. So that's there. Save connection. So there we are, folks. I need to go into the domain next for this site. That the name of the site is Earth to Spoon. It's my culinary coaching. I'm an ex-chef myself, and I'm just as a kind of hobby getting into some culinary coaching. So I'm working on this site and using it for the demo here. But the domain isn't authenticated yet. So that's the next thing we have to get to, and we can see it here. Senders, domain dedicated IPs. So we need to go to domains here, and we can see there and get notified now. Oh no, it's not. It's a different email actually. That my recipe one didn't come there yet. It should be there, but anyway, it doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is that we want to at Earthspoon, we need to add records to where this domain is registered now. So it's registered at Namecheap, so we need to go add a domain. Oh yeah, the important thing is you don't put anything, no prefix in front of the domain here. So save this email domain. Yeah, that is there. So it's going to give us, we can actually do this automatically if we log into our Namecheap account. I haven't actually tried that yet. That they will actually, it explains here what I'm about to show you, is they will actually automatically do it for you. I presume you need to be logged into your account like I am here with Namecheap, and but I'm going to show you how to do it manually. I haven't tried it yet, but you can see here now we are getting text record, a text record here, and another text record. So just need to log into my Namecheap account. So I have my domains here now, the list of domains in Namecheap, and you need to find out where the DNS section is in your domain register. You go into advanced DNS here, and we need to, that's a text record, and it's the host is at, and the value is here. So we need to go here, we need to go to text record, we need to put an at here, and we need to put the value there. So I'm just going to do the exact same thing for the next two records. I'll just pause the video for a second. So now when we go into Namecheap, I've added those three text records here. You can see that the values are different here. One is at, the second one is mail domain key, and the third one is for DMARC, for domain, to get it, that they know it's us for the sender requirements. See it there? That's all the new regulations that I read. So you can see it here, it's a text, and the host is at, text, mail domain key, text at, and then the values are at the bottom. Value is there, big long value, and then the short. So we can see here that there they are, the three values. So that's the problem is now, folks, with registering DNS records with register, it can take up to 24 hours or maybe a bit longer. It can be instant, you know, but it can take up to 24 hours for the DNS records to be populated over the internet, that this is all going to work. So don't get disheartened or frustrated, whatever, if you check it now and it doesn't work. Come back in 24 hours and check it again, and then if it's not working, there's something wrong. So there we go. It's actually, yeah, we can actually see we got the green light there, the values match, so it's being instant. So this should technically work now, folks, that we've done we've set up the API, in Fluent, so we have it here. We can actually, in Fluent SMTP, we want to log all emails for reporting there, okay? So we can actually send an email test, send test. It'll actually tell us here that, the test has been successful. So if I go back over here to my Gmail, we can see it here. There it is. And so that was sent successfully. We can see that my name is there, the from is there, Jonathan at WP Foodie School, how I set it up. And so that all looks good, folks. If that is working there, I just want to point out something that's really, really good. We can see the logs here now, and we can actually, if messages fail on us, we can actually resend them, which is really cool. But we can see there that we have a record of it here in the SMTP plugin, which is really cool. So that's there. I just want to point out in the settings in this, we have alerts. So we can actually get email summaries sent to us, but over here on the right, this is really great. Real-time email failure notifications. So, and we can even set up a backup as well if one fails. So I won't cover that now, do in a later video, but I just want to show you here that like Telegram and Slack are free. I've never used Discord, I'm not too familiar with that, but we can set it up that we get an instant notification on our phone with those apps that if our email system is failing for some reason. So that's absolutely super, folks, especially if you're doing if you're in a big running a big marketing campaign. So the last thing we need to do is actually just trying to think now that when I go into, I need to go back to the forms. I just want to make sure that in the contact form, in the settings, I want to make sure that don't get that confused. The confirmation setting is the message that appears after we submit data into the form. The thank you message, what we want is email notifications. Yeah, you see, it's not activated. So this is the message that people get when they fill out that form. So we want to, we'll just call it email, NOTIFICA, to email, we'll call it actually email sent to people who fill out form. So we'll know. And you see, we want to, it's sent to enter email. And that means that whatever email they put in there, it's sent to that email. The subject, I'll just put in the subject there, and the email body, we'll just call it test. We don't need anything else there. So I just want to save this now. I'll just refresh the page and I'll call it testing John. I'll just put it at the same email address, subject, testing, your message, TST, testing. We want to go to submit form, and there's the message I was on about. So when I go to that email address again in Yahoo, I should be able to test the logs. Actually, you see, we can see our entries here as well. So there we have it. It tells us the form, okay, and some other stats are there. We want to, when we go, yeah, we can see in the forms, when I'm here, yeah, there's something I want to show you as well. I don't think it's in some of the other. One thing I noticed in WP Forms is that to get the entries and views and conversion, we can actually compare forms here in this overview in the admin. You can't actually do that in WP Forms. I noticed they're asking you to actually subscribe to another service called Monster Insights, isn't it called? Their analytics. You see, they're the same company. They're all owned by the same people, and they're trying to get you into buying the additional service. So it's one big point actually about using Fluent Forms and everything, that you're getting great value. You get your analytics in the dashboard, which is great, because if you're running different forms on different categories of recipes, which I'll be covering later, building campaigns. So that's there. I wanted to go into the SMTP. So that's running. I need to actually go down here to our settings, Fluent SMTP. I want to, it says total one said, yeah, because the other was a testing email logs, testing, all says is successful. Okay, yeah, I actually forgot to do, I made a slight mistake in the setup there, folks. I was talking too much, and I actually sent to select a field, send to, enter email. Yeah, I actually just made a slight mistake. I forgot to set it up correctly. Earlier on in the video, I said enter email here. It should be select a field, email, like that, because it didn't actually send when I paused and checked the video there, folks. Sorry about that, but just need to and test, save it. So that's definitely there now. So when we go to our contact form now, we want to go Control A, Control C. I'll just put test in all these, subject, test, and yahoo.com, submit form. So the entry is there. Want to go down to the settings. This should be absolutely instant, folks, and it is there. You can see it there, total email sent to. I just had the integration wrong, so I don't need to show you anything else here. And so that's on the way. So there it is, yeah, folks. You can see it there now. It's instant. That's the from name, Jonathan, WP Foodie School. And when we go in, test is there. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. Find it really useful. As you can see, like, it's a super service. We can send 300 transactional emails a day for free. So, folks, spread the popularity of the channel for me. Share it on social media. Please like the video, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. Really looking forward to lots of stuff planned. Really look forward to showing you lots more stuff. And so that's it, folks. Good day from Ireland and have a super weekend.